course, we recognize that the issue is bigger than that. But it's interesting that DisabilityWorks has the opportunity to really get the perspective of the employer community. We're housed at the Chicago Chamber of Commerce. We have 2,600 members at the Chamber. All the chambers across the United States function independently. And 80% of our members are small to mid-sized businesses. So we have companies like McDonald's and Walgreens and Aon, consulting firms like Ernst & Young and KPMG who help set the example. And then we also have many smaller organizations who want to become inclusive in the same way. We also have on our advisory board Tom Prinsky in Chicago, who helped to establish the Business Enterprise Owned by People with Disabilities certification, and I think also works with John, or has worked with John at USBLN around that certification too. So DisabilityWorks, as I say, was established to cross that bridge and represents a public-private partnership. I say public-private partnership because we're housed at a Chamber of Commerce. We're publicly supported right now under the Workforce Investment Act through the state's administrator of those funds, which is the Illinois Department of Commerce and Economic Opportunity. We house the Chicago Business Leadership Network, which is the local affiliate of the United States Business Leadership Network. And we staff the state of Illinois' Disability Program Navigator system. Many states in the union have that program. It's basically a 46-center network of WorkNet centers across the state of Illinois where disability resource coordinators, who are employees of DisabilityWorks, help to support WorkNet, public workforce development staff, in making the public workforce system accessible to people with disabilities. We have a leadership advisory board of founding members. These include McDonald's, Walgreens, Aon, who support DisabilityWorks annually. And one of the reasons I think DisabilityWorks is successful, and this kind of goes back to a point that I wanted to make about our history, just as DisabilityWorks was ultimately, the seeds for DisabilityWorks were planted by the mayor of our city. The founding members of DisabilityWorks were the CEOs of their companies. And I know everybody here has heard the message before that this message about inclusion has to start from the top. And I don't think it's unremarkable that most of the founding companies, the CEOs or the owners of those companies, from Patrick Ryan all the way to Tom Prinsky, who I just mentioned, have personal experience with disability. And it's really, in a way, it's not a big deal because someday we won't be trying to make the business case. We had to make the business case with women. We had to make the business case with other minorities. Now we're making the business case with disability. But on a case-by-case basis, we're making progress. And DisabilityWorks is all about working with employers one at a time, leveraging the experiences and the successes of other employers as peers to help companies open their doors.